The dreaming is a metatemporal concept. It outlines the inextricable link between the Aboriginal community and the land. The dreaming, being a concept, not a systematic belief, does not take place in a past, present or future event, but is considered to be a complete and current reality. The dreaming is inextricably linked to the land, as it was the existence of the land which allowed the dreaming to be communicated. The dreaming describes the central motion, which is at the heart of the foundation of Aboriginal spirituality. All accumulated knowledge of Aboriginal spirituality is present within the dreaming and thus is linked to all Indigenous citizens.
Sacred sites. The dreaming is inextricably connected to the land, as the land is the physical medium through which the dreaming is lived and communicated. Whilst all land is important to all Aboriginal people, there are particular sites known as sacred sites which have special significance for particular Aboriginal groups, as they are connected with different events in the dreaming. Thus, particular groups of Aboriginal people have special responsibilities to care for and to learn from these sites. For example, by carrying out prescribed rituals such as balance rites. Kinship. For Aboriginal people, kinship is the intricate system of belonging and the shared responsibilities between members of Aboriginal families and communities or clans. Kinship can be based on an Aboriginal person's totem. A person's totem is represented by a plant or an animal. It is their personal link to the ancestral beings that dwell within the land. Kinship based both on familial relationships and totems help Aboriginal people determine who within their kinship groups they can talk to and who they are able to marry, as well as other responsibilities they have to other members of their clans.
Ceremonial life. The dreaming establishes all the laws for the Aboriginal people. Ceremonies play an important part in Aboriginal life. Ceremonies are performed in order to ensure continuity of life and land and supply of plant and animal food. They take the form of singing, dancing, chanting, and rituals to speak to the ancestors to ensure a good supply of food. There are also ceremonies to initiate boys and girls into adulthood, and ceremonies for funerals so the spirits of the deceased can leave and be reborn. Totems. Totems are symbols that represent specific animals, rocks, and plants. Traditionally, totems are passed down from parents to children. They are previously owned by the ancestors of the children. Totems are carved into stones and carried by an individual so that they are constantly connected to the ancestors, land, and tribe. Totems never change and existed since the dreaming. The animal, rock, or plant is never killed or desecrated out of respect for the ancestors. They are also important in celebrations and ceremonies. They are very important in traditional culture as they show loyalty to the past. They are still used today to show continuous connection to the land, the dream time, and their ancestors of the people.